When I had the platform of a television show, I talked a lot about the Trans-Pacific Partnership and how trade deals cut right to the middle class. The middle class is really what 2012 was about and what 2016 is about. Bernie Sanders is building his campaign, building the awareness amongst Americans about what has to be done to rebuild the middle class and how vital it is to make sure that we don't have a have and have-not society. All of these trade deals that we have done gut American jobs. We're not on a level playing field. There's a lot of devil in the detail. It's really hard to sort out, but I spent over a year on this on the Trans-Pacific Partnership. It's not a done deal yet. And I find it very interesting that there were 3 days of negotiations in dealing with how they're going to deal with the automobile industry in Washington last week, and there was no coverage of it whatsoever. None. It's almost like it's under the rug. And the negotiations have been done under the rug and out of the eyes and the ears of those who you have elected to go to Washington to represent you. This is a corporate deal that's being shoved on American workers and American families. It's not good for us. It encompasses 40% of the world's gross domestic product. It is, quote, a pivot to Asia. In other words, an emerging market of more cheap labor to be found on our globe. And the bottom line here is that with no negotiation and people being left out, it's almost as if the Obama administration and the trade negotiators in Wall Street, they don't want the people to know exactly what's going on, and they're going to squash out voices that have anything to say about it. Well, guess what? Bernie Sanders says, look, you have to pay attention to people who disagree with you. He said this yesterday at Liberty University.
Now, in my view, and I say this as somebody whose voice is hoarse because I have given dozens of speeches in the last few months, it is easy to go out and talk to people who agree with you. I was in Greensboro, North Carolina just last night. All right. We had 9,000 people out. Mostly they agreed with me. And tonight, we're going to be in Manassas and have thousands out, and they agree with me. That's not hard to do, but not less important for us to try and communicate with those who do not agree with us on every issue.
You know, I when I heard that soundbite, I thought to myself, gosh, Obama has sure changed, because he's not out selling the Trans-Pacific Partnership. He's out browbeating those who are against him on this. He's sending his minions out to try to tell everybody in the corporate world that just stay focused. We'll get rid of the people who are in the way, and we're going to make this thing happen.